And here's a bird of prey update. So the electronics are pretty much all done. I've still got to work out my CMOS blinky light for the plasma emitter. But what I've done here is to use the very last of my squadron to start filling some seams, and now that I've run out of that, I don't see that I'll ever be going back to this stuff again. I mean, it was good for a while, but it was finally time to step up in the technology department. So the wings aren't exactly flush with the body, and that's a little unfortunate. I didn't expect to get it exactly right. The bottom of the wings were the open parts, so there was really little way to know how they were going to fit, missing the bottom half of it. So there's a little bit of a stair step here that runs along most of it, and those are pretty much symmetrical. I did get the wings pretty close there. One of them might be half a degree off from the other, depending on where along its length it is, but they're pretty satisfactory. So I got myself a big tub of Bondo, and basically I'm just going to lather up the entire area to get everything nice and smooth overall. These magnets are working out great. This model has turned into, with all the stuff inside, probably about 3 pounds or so now. And this little bit of magnet really holds it well. Can shake it around a lot, and I definitely recommend going for this. One thing I would suggest though is you can maybe able to see there's a little bit of some paint damage here, and that's because of the magnet going on and off all the time. So if you do this technique for yourself, I would say for your stand, put a little bit of velvet or maybe a soft piece of thin leather over the top of that, so when it does connect, it's not going to slam down like that and damage your paint job later on, because that will occur over time. So even just in the last few seconds of doing this, squiggle this around here a little, and that's even more damaged. Of course, this is just basic 2 coats of simple paint for primer, so it's nothing I'm worried about at this point, but it's something to be aware of. You're going to need a soft base to attach that with. So flipping this over to the top, the electronics are pretty much all done, like I said, except for the CMOS. I've had to tape off these lights here to protect them from any painting, and I'll have to cover up this entire area. So what I'll be doing is using this first upper hole. I'll tape this down so I've got something firm to hold the entire model by, and that should help protect everything while I do the work on the bottom. And I also got the replacement hull in from Scott, so even just looking along this line, you can see how bad I really screwed up in cutting everything off. So whereas I should have just done this little bit of trim right there, I did this entire shelving area here. So if you ever pick up this model, and it's a good one, definitely worth it if you like this ship, only trim out this little crap, not that entire shelf, because that's where it connects with everything. So this new one fits perfect. It's going to hold the body together really well. This is going to be a major solid piece once it's actually glued up and sealed. And unfortunately, this initial one, while good for practice, actually it showed me something else too. Is that if you go with this popsicle stick method I did, one of the things I was worried about, and turned out to be true, was that all these straight lines for the popsicle sticks would warp the curvature of the outer surface. And if it'll show up here, that leading edge right there did have a popsicle stick coming across. Yeah, you can see the angle pretty bad there, and that flattened everything out. So on this next one, which I haven't started popsicle sticking, I'm going to go with a lot smaller and greater amount of sticks everywhere. So instead of just 2 like this, there's going to be actually 4 in here to follow the curvature of the plastic itself. And then whether I'll cross brace them like this here, I don't know. It worked out in this area because these are flat, but even you can see there's a curvature here that's created by attaching this stick to that stick there. So that's definitely something to watch out for in this. It didn't happen to the bottom much, but there are a couple flat spots that did occur because of the popsicle sticks. So I'm going to fill all those in with the Bondo and bring the overall curvature of the shape back. So I think that's pretty much it. You can see that the ship isn't sitting true right now on the magnets, and basically I'm just going to use some more Sculpey as ballast and fill that up. So it looks like it needs a little more in the upper corner there to compensate for the drift that it's got now. But this is coming along well. Next up is to work on this primary hull, or the upper hull, and to get some Bondo going on these seams. So once those are gone, I can get ready to seal it up. Hopefully by that point I'll have figured out my CMOS issues, and I'll get my ideal blink that I would like to get is a couple seconds on and then up to a minute off, just so it doesn't look like it's constantly on. That would not be good, but I also don't want it to blink really fast and look like a rapid fire sort of machine gun look. So that's it for this guy. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. See ya.